The Kantari and Lukari government.
The time has come. Join us in the Boreth system. We are preparing to make our next move against the forces of the so-called Emperor and his dishonorable lackeys. Soon we will rally those who would end this destructive conflict and restore the Empire. The journey lies ahead. All that remains is to take the first step.
Ah, you have arrived. Good. Perhaps you can succeed where I have not. The problem is that we cannot decide on our next move. Getting a spy, a warrior, a politician, and a general to agree on anything is a difficult challenge. When all those people are Klingons, it becomes a challenge worthy of Kahless himself. Speak with the others, see what they have in mind. Your fresh perspective may find a path forward, if such a thing exists.
My mind often returns to the disaster on Juvat. Though it was Akar who gave the order to fire on the planet, it happened on my ship. I want to remove the dishonor of that treacherous attack on the world of my mother's birth. There are reports of new mycelial rifts opening in the Kuvat system. Corrupted Alachi have launched several attacks in retaliation for previous attacks of aggression against them. It seems another one of my sins has returned to haunt me. I would go to Kavat and aid their forces against the Alachi.
I have received word that systems controlled by House Korath are being attacked by forces loyal to Jumpok. They are being punished for their refusal to bend the knee. Our intel suggests that Akar's virus has been used to render their starships defenseless in several battles. I believe we can forge an alliance with them by providing the countermeasures to the virus. This will give their forces a chance to fight as warriors rather than die without honor in the cold darkness of space.
The others believe we should curry favor with the strongest houses that stand against Jimpok. It is not a position I agree with. The strong houses will resent any aid from us. They will take it as an offense. A question of their honor and their prowess as warriors. Smaller houses in need will be more pragmatic. They will accept our aid and become loyal allies when called upon. I believe we should prove our strength by helping those who need it most. In doing so, we will earn respect from the stronger houses, rather than resentment.
You see, I think that's why we have yet to agree on a plan. Each of us has a bold, challenging goal in mind. I propose that we go to Kronos and put a batleth into Jimpok's skull. After issuing a formal challenge for the right to lead, of course. As glorious as that would be, it was decided the level of security surrounding the Emperor would be more than even we could handle. That, and the matter of his dishonorable solution to the last fight we had over the Chancellor's seat. Ah!
Indeed. I would hear your reasoning for this decision. That may be true, but what of Kuvat? Do we abandon the people there to the Alachi? Yes. A warrior who enters a battle unprepared is a warrior destined to fail. You are correct. With more forces at our side, we will be able to face the Alachi and aid the people of Kuvat.
I do not disagree. And I believe I know the perfect candidate for this operation. House Kang. After the death of Dahar Master Kang, the house lost a great deal of influence. It has been in a slow but steady state of decline ever since. They have been seeking a way to restore glory to their house for some time now. Their most recent attempt ended poorly. When Jimpok declared himself emperor, House Kang was preparing to stage a coup. Unfortunately, spies discovered their plan and informed Jimpok. Imperial security captured most of the leadership of House Kang, and they are on their way to Rura Pente as we speak.
Jimpok threw me into a prison once. He wanted me to suffer and die without honor. I will not let that happen to the warriors of House Kang. I do. I think we should raid that system and liberate the House Kang warriors being held there. I will lead our ground forces on these raids. I knew Dahar Master Kang, and I know many of the current leaders of his house. They will be quicker to trust a familiar face.
While we conduct the raids, I want the crews of the Corps and Rotaran to seek more allies and conduct reconnaissance. We must be prepared for future battles after this one. Now, let us show the great houses our strength. Kapla! They're holding General Kanal of House Kang on one of these prison stations, along with many of his loyal warriors. The stations are rigged with sensor jammers, so we'll have to find Kanal and his forces the hard way.
I'll be leading the boarding parties to search for Kanal, starting with Station Alpha. We'll beam over from your ship once you've disabled the station's defenses. Ah, and then things will get interesting. I do not expect the prison guards to give up their prize easily. Boarding party transport complete. We are engaging the enemy.
Incoming fleet on sensors. Prepare for combat!
Martok. We've completed our search of the station, but Kanal was nowhere to be found. We did find some of his troops, though. Several of them told me that Kanal was taken to Station Gamma for interrogation. Indeed, we have some new allies to join in the fight. Kanal's warriors are eager to help us, and I'm inclined to let them. Good. We're ready for the next jailbreak. Come and get us. They'll be waiting for us on Station Gamma. Let's not disappoint them.
A leader who thinks of those who serve, as well as the Empire. Warriors follow them proudly.
This is Martok. Resistance is stronger than anticipated. We need reinforcements immediately.
I'm picking up incoming warp signatures. Enemy forces are inbound to our position. Here they come. Looks like a Nausicaan mercenary fleet.
The station is secure, but Kanal is not here. In fact, no one from House Kang is here. Mostly dregs bound for a dishonorable death on that ice ball down there. Perhaps one of the prisoners claims to have information, but he says he'll only speak to you about it.
We meet again, Nemesis. After an unfortunate misunderstanding between myself and the Klingons, I find myself bound for the frozen depths of Rura Penthe. They didn't even give me a trial. But my fortunes could be about to change. I know where your famous general is. Since we lack the time for a proper series of negotiations, I'll make it simple for you. Get me out of here! Alive! And I will tell you where he is. Leave me here to my cruel, frozen fate, and you'll never find him. But you... We have a deal! Even a prison cell on Kronos is better than that frozen nightmare below. I'd be standing before the blessed exchequer within a week. My ledgers are not ready for the final audit. One of the prisoners here put a shiv in his back to score points. He should be dead, but the word is Chancellor... Emperor Jimpok made it clear he was not to die a warrior's death. Unfortunately, the surgeon here is an incompetent drunk, so they took Kanal to Beta Station for medical treatment over there. Check the sickbay logs under snacks and libations if you don't believe me.
It appears the little Capect is telling the truth. Pity. I was looking forward to dangling him by his ears from an airlock until he talked. Very well. I'll bring him along and throw him by the ears into your brig. Enough of this. We're ready to beam out when you are.
Quickly! Kanal has survived one attack. He may not survive another.
Enemy vessels decloaked. These are dreadnoughts. Beta is disabled. Boarding parties, stand by for transport.
That dreadnought's arrival worked in our favor. The guards were distracted by your glorious battle, and Kanal used the opportunity to stage a riot. By the time we got here, most of the fighting was over. Indeed, Kanal is still in one piece, and we're all ready to leave this place.
Lady Joula and Laurel, you honor us, Mother. House Kang will not forget your actions today. Well said. Jempok sending my troops and I to die in prison is cause enough for us to rally to your banner. But no Klingon would turn their backs on a campaign to save our glorious empire. Give the call to arms, and House Kang will answer.
Come on, General. You will not have to wait long to heed such a call to glory. We are receiving an incoming transmission from a dead Pa.
House Korath is under attack once more. This time in the Forcas system. A number of their ships have been disabled by Akar's virus and left to die in the void. He is sending a message. Stand against the Emperor and face a dishonorable death. Indeed. But this is a game we can win. If we move quickly, we can reach Forcas before those vessels break down and explode. We can give them the countermeasures they need to survive.
I will not stand by and do nothing when we have the means to save those warriors. Undead Pa, we will meet you in the Forca system. Be prepared to render assistance to the Korath vessels.
From what I can tell, Akar has infected these ships with a virus similar to the one he used to destroy the Lucara. It renders them defenseless and unable to move, while every critical system begins to break down and fail. Eventually, the systems regulating their antimatter containment fields will fail. I think you know what happens after that. Yes, I have started to modify the countermeasures we have used before when dealing with Akar's little tricks. They should be ready by the time we reach those vessels.
Remain vigilant as we approach those vessels. I have studied recent records of battle. Akar has used remotely controlled ships as bombs before.
Enemy ships inbound, on an attack vector. Countermeasures are ready. Use them to restore the Korath vessels.
I do not know how you do it, and I do not care. My ship is ready for battle once more. Yes, Jempok's loyalists may return as well. This time, their cowardly tricks will not work. I thought Admiral Defer to be an honorable warrior, but he is just as treacherous as his Emperor. Bah! If he shows his face again, I will make it uglier for him! It's him! Admiral Dever!
field collapsed on one of the Korath vessels! We were too late for most of them. Some escape pods were able to reach a safe distance before the end. One vessel remains. Do we have enough time to save them?
They're doing what they can against the virus. We have some time before their core systems reach a critical state.
Do not abandon the warriors in escape pods. You have time. Rescue them, so they may fight on as warriors. Right now, you need to save the ones who need your help the most.
Very well. Prepare to conduct rescue operations.
An enemy horde just dropped out of warp.
That's the last of them. It's time to restore the last Korath vessel.
I am Katrak, son of Gatral. I lead the forces of House Korath in this system. Your assistance is appreciated, but the battle isn't over yet. Admiral Dever will not give up so easily. When he said he would return, he meant it, and he will come with reinforcements. I will not allow him to take this system. Now that you have restored our ships, we will make our stand here.
Captain, while I appreciate your courage, you must realize your forces are in no shape to engage Dever. Such a battle is unwise. You should withdraw.
Dever is powerful, but he is not invincible. My ship may be damaged, but even a dreadnought can't survive the explosion from a warp core breach at point-blank range. I am prepared to deliver that fatal blow.
It is his duty to defend this system by any means necessary. He wishes to lead his forces to victory as a warrior born. You could leave him to his fate. Without our ships, his fleet will probably lose the battle. With our aid, however, victory could be found, along with a new ally.
I understand. Your counsel is appreciated, Laurel, even if the lesson you teach is a bitter one. Captain Gatrak, we will remain in the system and fight by your side, to the end.
Very well. Honor to you and your house, matriarch. Today we will rid the stars of Dever and his lackeys. Comply!
Attention, enemy forces! Out of respect for your courage, I offer you the chance to quit this system and surrender it to the authority of Emperor Jempok. Remain, and I shall give you the honor of a warrior's death.
be with Tanis and Stovacor, singing songs of glory and victory. You have our thanks. Without your strength, we would have been defeated. Indeed. But now, the Vernus fleet were critical to Jempok's plan for this sector. Without them, House Korath will be able to maintain control here. Agreed. With the loss of Gatrok, I am now in command of our forces. Know that you can rely on us when the time comes. Until then, we will await your call to glorious battle. Kapla!
Martok sends word from the Kuvat system. It is not good news. New rifts are opening, and the Alachi are sending fleets to attack from them. I failed the people of Kuvat once. I will not fail them again. Inform our allies and ask them to assemble at Kuvat. We will meet at Martok's coordinates. Together, we can defeat the Alachi and save the people of Kuvat. There are still a few ships defending the system, but they are outnumbered by the enemy. Martok is here, but where are our allies? Why did they not answer the call to arms?
Have patience! The warriors of House Kang had to return to their vessels. House Korath's fleet was decimated by Akar's virus. Yes, but they will respond, for they are Klingon. They gave their word, and they will honor it. It falls to us to hold the line and keep the Alache at bay until they arrive. Kapla!
I know your face. You are Cha'ula of House Mokai. Your craven weapon scarred Kuvat and killed many Klingons. Why are you here? Do you come to atone for your crimes?
In a way, yes. I have come to defend the birth world of my mother from these attacks. My allies and I pledge to stop the Alachi and seal these rifts forever.
And how am I to know that this is not more of your Mokai treachery? Honeyed words meant to deceive and ensnare before the killing blow.
You have my word of honor, warrior. Mine and the word of General Martok. I trust that will be sufficient.
I have heard that you walked among us once again, Laurel. It pleases me to see the rumors are true. If you and Martok are willing to fight at Cha'ula's side, I will do so as well. Now, you say you come to help with these rifts. There is one nearby. Show us that your word has value here, Cha'ula. Close the rift now.
Two more rifts have opened nearby!
failed.
Reading a new rift opening, much larger than before.
We must investigate it at once.
This new rift is a lot larger and more powerful than any we have seen so far. Are we going to be able to close it? Well, out with it! Can we close it or not?
They do. I am reading 2 signals from the other side of the rift. One is using a heavily encrypted Elachi code. The other is using code unique to House Mokai. I believe someone has acquired some of the Mokai tech from our earlier incursions into the mycelial realm and modified it. They are using it to create these rifts. I have tried several times. The command systems are not recognizing the orders.
We will not be able to do much more from here. The solution to this problem lies within the mycelial network. You and I will lead a team into the mycelial network and attempt to contact our allies there. Perhaps the Jasep or the liberated Elachi can assist us. Failing that, we will need to find a solution to the problem ourselves within the network.
Bringing a resolution to this conflict with the Elachi will be difficult, Jagula. But I believe you will find a way to do so. Go now. We will wait for you here and defend Kovat from any further attacks. Kafla!
This place. The descriptions do not do it justice. Even in such a chaotic state, it is majestic. I am reading several Elachi life signs nearby. They appear to be in an agitated state. I doubt they will be willing or able to help us. Get ready to fight! I am also picking up an Elachi communication relay on the tricorder. Perhaps we can use it to send a message to our allies within the mycelial realm. Elachi! They were waiting to attack!
Flanking damage detected.
Do not read the Elachi life signs in the area. Up ahead, those lights. If our intel is correct, manipulating filaments like that allows for transport within the area. They connect different parts of the mycelial realm. We should be able to use this to reach the next island and continue our search for the comms relay. Our signal was received, but not by our allies. No response. We need to boost the signal. Let us continue onward. We may find a stronger relay station deeper within the realm. There. Do you see it? Another Ilachi comms relay just ahead. Perhaps we can use it to boost our signal and make contact with the liberated Ilachi. The communication relay lies ahead. If my readings are accurate, we can use it to trigger a signal. Something that our allies among the liberated Ilachi will notice. Look out! More Ilachi are attacking! Look, that Ilachi doesn't seem corrupted like the others.
I am Captain Tarsif of the liberated Ilachi. You travel with Jaula, a known enemy of the realm. If you seek to do more harm, you will be stopped by any means necessary.
I realize that I am not welcome within this place, Ilachi, but there is little time to waste. We believe there are others using modified versions of my tech to create a massive rift. Our attempts to shut it down have not been successful. Perhaps, by working together, we can close the rift and put an end to the spread of corruption here.
This would explain why our efforts to neutralize the corruption have failed. We did not have the information on your tech we needed. Jaula, if you give me your word of honor, I will assist your realm once more.
I give you my word of honor. As a Klingon warrior and the leader of my house, we will fight at your side and work together to make things right in this place.
Very well. We must move quickly. The corrupted ones have sent a fleet of considerable strength through it to attack your realm, and are preparing more vessels to strike. There is a device nearby that we can use to destabilize the rift. Come, I will show you the way. A shaper lies ahead. It is a device that uses spore mist to alter the terrain and the environment. We can reconfigure this device to release a wave of energized spore mist. The wave will cleanse the corruption from the mycelium as it flows throughout the realm. It will begin to destabilize, eventually reaching a point where it can be closed. Be advised, the corrupted ones are using the shaper to maintain the rift. They will defend it to the death. Good. We can now use the Shaper to undo the madness of the corrupted ones. Yes, myself and Jaula. She will deal with her tech, while I deal with that of the corrupted ones. Working together, we can enable the reconfiguration process and destabilize the rift. Remain vigilant, for the corrupted ones will return, and in force. You must defend us while we reconfigure the Shaper.
Quickly, use the other console to unlock the next set of modifications. Move to the next console and unlock it! Now, activate the final sequence at the console on the far side of the machine.
It worked. The wave is cleansing the realm of corruption, and the rift is beginning to destabilize. I will return with you to your realm. The liberated Elachi wish to bring an end to such incursions to our realm, and I believe I can help you with that task. Very well. Let us return to your ship now. The window for safe transport back to your realm is closing soon.
Kavan, I see your efforts were successful. Adetpa tells me we will be able to close the rift soon. Very well. Until that time comes, we must defend Kuvat and face the Alachi in battle. We have detected several Klingon vessels on long-range sensors. They are approaching at high warp, but we do not know if they are friends or foes.
The rift has destabilized to a point where it can be closed from this side. I recommend haste. The corrupted ones have a large fleet moving to exit the rift as we speak.
Watch out! An Alachi fleet made it out before the rift closed!
The call to arms was given, and
Victory is ours! The Elachi have been driven from the system, and Kuvat is secure once more.
Yes, to friends and foes alike. After today, more allies will join forces with us, along with House Kang and House Korath.
I have received word from my contacts among the Orions and the Gorn. They stand ready to join us when the time comes.
The Free Elachi will join the fight as well. We desire an end to this conflict, and to the usage of the mycelial weapon.
Tarsev, I would speak with you later about a mycelial matter. For now, however, I believe we all have to prepare for the last campaign. Soon, the time will come to face Jimpak and his forces in battle.
Word of our deeds is spreading throughout the Empire. More allies stand ready to fight at our side, but we cannot rest easy. The Mad Emperor will retaliate with all the forces he can muster. While it is said that revenge is a dish that is best served cold, we should expect the unexpected from Jimpak. In his madness, he will be unpredictable. In his desperation, he may commit unthinkable acts to avenge his losses. I feel the final days of this war are upon us, but I know from experience that those days can be terrible to face. We can only follow the example of Kalish and fight with honor.